Hey guys, my name is Brendan Tees from Hooper Basketball. Today we're in Mary Lee Park. I'm going to teach you 3 common mistakes that people do when they're shooting and how to correct them. Before we get started, I want to tell you about my free training workshop at the website. It's a workshop on how to score more points instantly without having to put in any extra work. You'll notice your favorite NBA player, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Steph Curry, they all use these techniques, and you'll find them all on my free workshop at www.hooper.com.au/workshop. Go check it out. So let's talk about 3 different areas that I see people doing when they're practicing their shooting technique. The first one is thumbing the ball. So what I mean by this is if I'm shooting right-handed, people are using their guide hand to thumb the ball. So as I'm shooting, my guide hand will kind of turn with my shooting hand. The reason we don't want to do this is because the less movement you can have in your shooting form, the better. The more efficient it's going to be, the straighter the ball's going to go. The other thing is, if that left hand interferes with the ball at all, it's going to put strange rotation on the ball, maybe not the right arc, stuff like that. So that's something we definitely want to improve, is not thumbing the ball on our release. The second error I see, and I consider this to be thanks to slow motion video, watching NBA replays and highlights. I saw it a lot growing up watching Michael Jordan highlights. When you slow these shots down that these NBA guys are doing, or even NBL guys, if you slow the shot down, it looks like they're holding the ball for a long time. So if somebody rises up for their shot in slow motion, it looks like they're hanging in the air for a long time. And I feel like this causes people today who are practicing their shot to hold on to the ball for too long. So the second mistake is shooting the ball on the way down, not at the peak of your shot. I think it's very important to remember you need to get your legs into your shot, and you need to get good rhythm into your shot, and you want to be following through at the peak of your jump, not after. If you're shooting on the way down, that's a big no-no. You're obviously going to lose power. You start heaving at the rim. It's not a fluent jump shot, and it's not going to get you the results that you want. The third error that I see in shooting technique is not being balanced. So same thing. I think it's due to NBA highlights, but I see a lot of people shooting off balance, shooting to the side, fading away this way. If you've got a good core stability and good core control, go ahead. You can go for it. But it's very important to shoot the same way every time. So you'll see Donovan Mitchell a lot these days in the NBL especially. He might be too exaggerated, but he's a good example in this instance. Donovan Mitchell, his shooting base is always nice and wide. Like I said, maybe even too wide, but the reason he does this is so that when he's cutting off screens, say he's shooting off a down screen or something, he can get into that stance, have a wide base so he can go straight up and down. So you'll rarely see him rise up, be off balance, and keep going to the side when he's shooting. You'll see him a lot just jump straight up and down. And that's the whole point of practicing shooting technique, is you want to shoot the same shot every time. The closer you can get to your same shot every time, the more success you're going to have and the more accuracy you're going to have when shooting. So I want you to give that a go next time you're shooting. Okay, so how do we correct these errors? I think all 3 of these errors can be corrected by doing simple form shooting drills. So too much today, I see guys before practice or whatever, they want to shoot from the logo like Steph Curry, they want to shoot threes, they want to do all that fancy stuff, when in actual fact, a lot of these guys built their way up from shooting close to the hoop to further away. So to correct all of these 3 errors, I want to start with simple form shooting. So I want you to start close to the hoop, and all 3 errors I want you to be conscious of in your head. So if you're thumbing the ball, I want you to be concentrating on not thumbing the ball. If you've got a shallow stance or a close together stance, I want you to move that stance sideways and have your feet further apart for balance. If you are shooting on the way down, I want you to concentrate on the timing of your shot. So as you jump up on your toes, I want you to follow through and snap your wrist at the same time you're on your toes. So a good drill that I like to do, almost every day is I'll stand right in front of the hoop, feet shoulder width apart, Okay, I'll have the ball in front of me, I'll hold it in the air. You can start off one-handed or you can shoot it two-handed. but I like to do it two-handed. All right, you'll be in front of the hoop, feet shoulder width apart. You just jump on your toes and time your shot. I want you to make 3 in a row. Then move back 1 step. Do the same thing again. Make 3 in a row, move back 1 step. The further you get out, the more you're gonna have to jump, which changes your timing a little bit. You just have to be conscious of that when you're practicing. But you should make your way all the way out to the 3, even further than the 3 for today's game. So next time you rock up to practice, I don't wanna see you at halfway, shooting half-court shots, logo shots, 3-pointers or whatever. I want you to get in there, do your work, give this drill a go. It'll give you more confidence when shooting, but it'll also correct any technique problems that you have. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed today's video. While I've got you, just before you leave, I just want to remind you about the free workshop at www.hooper.com.au/workshop. Everything you need to know to score more points instantly. Go check it out.